Ray, and this week we've been talking about following leaders.
We're following the leader, the leader, the leader. You're a good leader, Ray.
Aw, thanks. But to be a good leader, whose example should we follow?
Jesus!
Yes, when Jesus came to earth, he showed us the perfect example on how we should live. So when we live as he lived, we'll love as he loved.
So in order to set a good example, we need to live like Jesus lived. Jesus quoted Bible verses, so maybe we should rehearse the verse.
Today's verse is found in the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 14. Say it like this. Matthew 15:14. If a blind person leads another who is blind, both of them will fall into a pit. Now I'm gonna say it and you guys repeat after me.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Matthew 15:14.
Matthew 15:14.
If a blind person leads another who is blind,
If a blind person leads another who is blind,
both of them will fall into a pit.
both of them will fall into a pit.
Great job. Now, when we say blind, we don't mean actual blind people. If a person isn't following Jesus, they don't know where they're going. And if you follow them, they could lead you into trouble.
I'm just so thankful that all of the Konnect crew members lead like Jesus, because I don't like falling in pits.
Dun, 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 dun. Yum, 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 yum. Stop! In the name of love?
Mike, you can't eat that sandwich.
What? You need help?
Look, that sandwich is long past due for compost.
Compost? Oh, come on, it's only like, what, 8 weeks old? Ah! Okay, I was just kidding. It is 8 days old.
You know what? I'm gonna prove it to you. You see? Contaminated poultry zygote. Mike, if you would have eaten this, you would have gotten really sick.
Oh, okay.
And, I don't want that for you. So we're gonna have to get rid of this.
I'll get rid of it. Thanks for keeping us safe. I guess I'll find something else to eat.
Well, how about vegetables? That'd be a good change.
Change. Change! You're probably wondering to yourself, what is his idea? Well, let me tell you. My sandwich is a bad egg sandwich. All I need to do is make it a good egg. How, you're probably wondering? Well, let me tell you. I'm going to use the transformation station. Genius, right? Luke will probably think so too. Now, to the transformation station. Worked. It's alive. It's alive. Sounds a little bit like Professor Sablé. But it sure feels good.
La, la. Hey, Mike. Your cap's on backwards.
Astute.
Can I ask you some advice?
Yes, you may. Of course, Alyssa, my dear.
Okay, well, I want to get a real dog on the station, and I want to ask Luke, because I have this one at home, and he's real cute, and he's fluffy, and his name's Muppy. He's just a little cute bear bird, and I just need a bear bird. He's just so cute. And I think Luke's going to say no. How should I ask him?
Oh, I definitely can answer that question. Ask him just like this. Luke, I think it's high time that we get a dog on this station. I think it'll bring joy and happiness and camaraderie and all that nonsense. But I think Muppy will be the greatest dog in the world. I'm getting a dog whether you like it or not. You have to be firm, straight to the point. Because if you're bubbly, he won't respect you.
Are you sure? Because that doesn't seem right.
Of course, Alyssa. I mean, would I ever lead you astray?
Oh, well, I guess not.
Exactly perfect.
I'm done. Luke! I'm getting a dog. A real one, Muppy, and it's gonna be a good thing. And it doesn't matter what you say. I'm bringing Muppy on the station, no matter what.
Wow, that doesn't sound like you at all.
Oh, I know. I was just doing what Mike told me to.
Wait, Mike told you to say that? That doesn't make sense. Well, regardless, it looks like you followed a bad example.
Oh no, I fell into a pit.
Just let me show you something. It can be hard to tell a good example from a bad example, especially with friends. King Rehoboam was proof of that. Here, watch this.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The book's about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let him blow up all the pages, let this show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
After King Solomon died, his son Rehoboam became king.
Yay! I'm the king now!
The people sent a leader to the new king to speak up for them.
So, how's everything going?
Not so good. Listen, we've worked hard for your father. He made us pay lots of taxes and forced us to work building his palaces. Please give us some rest and we'll be willing to serve you.
I'll tell you what. Give me 3 days to think it over, then come back.
King Rehoboam decided to talk it over with the same men who gave his father, King Solomon, wise advice.
So what should I do? How do you think I should answer the people?
If you will be a servant to the people, have compassion, and work things out with them, they'll end up doing anything for you.
Yes, Your Majesty. That would be the wise thing to do.
Hey, I'm not sure you guys are right. After all, you guys are old. What do you guys think? Should I lighten up on the people? Now tell me what you really think. After all, we have grown up together.
Forget about what those old geezers told you.
Yeah, the people are just being a bunch of whiners. Hey, I know what you should tell them. Tell them my little finger is thicker than my father's waist. If you think my dad worked you hard, you haven't seen the half of it.
Yeah, and then you should say, my dad hit you with whips, but I'll beat you up with chains. That'll show him who's king.
You guys are right. Those old guys don't even know what they're talking about.
3 days later, Jeroboam and the people showed up to hear what King Rehoboam had to say.
Hey, if you think my dad worked you hard, You haven't seen half of it. My dad hit you with whips, but I'll beat you up with chains. What do you think about that?
Get lost, King Rehoboam. We've had it with you.
Go ahead, go. What do I care?
Because King Rehoboam didn't listen to the wise advice of his leaders, the kingdom of Israel was split in half. Instead of ruling over all of Israel, as his father Solomon did, King Rehoboam only ruled over the towns of Judah. The rest of the tribes went with Jeroboam, and he ruled over them.
See, Rehoboam didn't follow the example of his dad's older, wiser advisors. Instead, he followed the bad advice from his friends.
Yeah, and the kingdom got split in two forever. Forever's a long time.
No, it doesn't make sense. Mike is a good friend. He should not be setting a bad example. Something just doesn't sit right. I think I need to go to the room to figure out some of these answers. To the room.
Our friends are learning about following good examples. This will become more clear to them when they discover today's point. Say it with me, friends, in 3, 2, 1. I will think before I follow. Very good. Perhaps our friends will...
Nitro, good pal, good buddy, a friend of mine. Could you help me do something?
Hello, Luke. How can I help you?
Yeah, I wish I knew. Mike set a really bad example for Alyssa, and I don't know why.
That is unusual. Perhaps this verse will help.
Matthew 15:14. If a blind person leads another who is blind, both of them will fall into a pit. But, Mike isn't a bad person. That's what caught me off guard. He's our friend.
Rehoboam followed bad advice from his friends in a similar way.
Yeah, and he should have listened to his father's advisors. His father was King Solomon, the wisest king that ever lived.
Correct. But it's important to remember that the best examples to follow are those who are like Jesus. He set the perfect example.
Yeah, Mike usually leads like Jesus. I just don't see the point here. I need to figure out what happened to Mike. I'm sorry, Room. Effort.
No.
Mike, I do not see how this is an effective way to clean the floors.
Less lip, more slip.
Mike, what are you doing?
Oh, isn't it obvious? I have officially completed the greatest prank in Konnect history.
Oh dear.
Mike, this isn't like you. Why are you setting such a terrible example?
Because I'm done with this whole good thing. I am now evil.
I do not think he is laughing because he is happy.
I don't know why you're acting like this, but you need to stop.
Oh, you can't tell me what to do. I've got even more pranks planned. Bigger, more dangerous, evil prankster Mike is back.
Oh no! No! This is bad! This is really bad! I don't know what to do! I wish Luke were here!
Whoa! This is unsafe!
I know.
There are a lot of 2114s here. So what happened?
Mike and Nitro are putting banana peels all over the ground, and then Mike slipped on one because he's evil now, and he won't stop laughing, and now he's on the ground, and I don't know if he's gonna be okay!
Okay, well, first things first, how about we just get an ice pack for his head?
Got it.
What'd I tell you about that sandwich?
I will do as I please. And I made it good because I used the transformation station. So there.
Okay, here.
Yep, unhand me.
Okay, I got it.
He tried to fix his bad egg salad sandwich by putting it in the transformation station. But what really happened was that he and the sandwich swapped their goodness and badness, making Mike evil. I mean, check out this mustache.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, because we weren't thinking. Wait, that's it. That's the point. I will think before I follow.
Oh, that's great, but how does that help us fix Mike?
Well, I have an idea. Do we still have the sandwich?
I ate it.
He ate it.
Okay, we're gonna need something pure.
I'm pure evil.
Something pure. I know. Yes, got it.
Do you always carry soap in your pocket?
Yeah, don't you?
Okay, let's just get you up.
Okay.
Where's my hat?
I'll get your hat, come on.
I've got more evil things to do, you know, like evil sandwiches, evil gummy bears.
Stay. Go. Go.
Oh, my head still hurts, but I think I'm good now.
Yeah, well, I think we could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble if we would have just remembered today's point. I will think before I follow.
I will think before I follow. Well, if I would have thought... if I'd have thought to just listen to you and thrown away the sandwich, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, well, do me a favor and just listen to me next time. Get that thing in airlock and send it into space.
I will listen to you, but it's just a bar of soap. I mean, what harm could it do?
What are you doing?
I'm evil, Alyssa.
You are not evil.
Okay, fine. I'm not evil, but I did follow a bad example. Being sassy to those in charge is not okay.
Right. We need to be extra careful about those that we are following. Like today's point says. Let's say it together.
Okay.
I will think before I follow.
Because following good examples keeps us from falling into pits. Let's say today's verse.
Matthew 15:14. If a blind person leads another who is blind, both of them will fall into the pit. Bad examples are blind to doing good, so they lead us into places that we shouldn't be going. So this week, let's be extra careful about who we're following.
So we don't fall into pits, because falling into pits is the pits. Because you're falling in a pit, so it's the pits.
Guys, don't do any of the bad stuff that I did when I was evil. Follow good examples. Examples that look like Jesus. Think before you follow. I made Jesus the leader of my life, and he is the best example of all. If you want to follow Jesus, just remember your A, B, C's. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong, and ask God to forgive you for disobeying him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is the leader of your life and your number one friend. And if you made that decision today, be sure to talk about it with your Konnect small group leader before you leave.